Yo, what's going on, people? It's D here for Match Reaction. Palace 3. Yes, Palace 3. Tottenham 0. Words can't describe how I'm feeling right now. I'm going to struggle with this video because I've got so many things in my head that I'm not too sure if I'm going to be able to deliver it all in this short span of time. Look, let me calm down. Well, let me say it again. Palace 3, Tottenham 0. Now, I was confident going into the game, but I didn't expect this. This was completely different. This Palace side I've never seen before. We've improved game on, but shout out to Patrick Vieira. There's been lots of doubters, lots of pundits, lots of neutrals, and even some Palace fans that's doubted Patrick Vieira. But for the job that he's been doing so far, in the short span of time, and the improvements that we've seen all along, has been fantastic. What a game. From the get-go, we literally dominated Tottenham. And you're talking about Tottenham Hotspur side that are league leaders. Yes, it's only 3 games, and I know you're going to say, oh, don't get carried away. They only played 3 games. That's why they're league leaders. But they've been solid defensively all season long. They've had some positives to their game. Yesterday, they were bad. But this is a Tottenham side that's been on form. And yes, they were missing Son as well. I get that. But you get what I'm trying to say. An on-form side. A side that was top of the league. And we let them have what? 1 shot? I haven't actually checked this out, but I think they only had 1 shot on target, and that was in the second half. And it was just an easier save for Vicente. Credit goes to the management team because the way we set out with the press at the front line, with the back line just absolutely putting Harry Kane in their pocket. Harry Kane couldn't do nothing in this game. Now, I don't want to go on to slate Tottenham. I want to talk about us. But I don't know where to start about us. We were so good. As I talked about Harry Kane, let me talk about our backline. Our backline has been so solid all season long, and it goes down to Mark Guay and Joachim Andersen. Both of them lot. Underrated partnership. Massively underrated. All season long, they are going to cause trouble. Not for us, but for the opposition team. You're talking about them handling Harry Kane, who is what? Worth 120, 140 million? Is that what Tottenham valued him? One of the best strikers in the world. And they just put him in the back pocket just like it's nothing. And then you're talking about the midfield. Oh my days. There's just one player that I want to talk about. And you can tell who it is. I guess you can. Conor Gallagher. That guy is an absolute baller. I don't know where to start with him. So composed on the ball. Helps out attack. Helps out Wilf. With the first goal, you saw it there. To win the penalty, he was involved with that. No surprise once again. Involved in West Ham game as well. Involved in the defensive efforts. Runs back, tracks back. Parish, Doug, if you're watching this, splash the money right now. Like, I'm not, with this one, I'm genuinely not getting carried away. This guy, you cannot be that good just out of, for 1 or 2. Like, he's got talent in him. Conor Gallagher's got talent in him, and I am ready to splash the money. Like, I love the guy. I love you, Conor. If you're watching this, I love you. Once again, great performance in midfield. But there isn't one player in this game that can say, oh, he had a bad... I can't say that about anyone. Everyone knew what they were doing tactically. We had a game plan. We delivered it, and we managed to get a result. Now, of course, they had a red card. I'll talk about that as well. Personally, this might sound a bit controversial to Palace fans, but I haven't watched it back, but I understand why he gave Wilf a yellow card and Tanganga a yellow card as well. With the Tanganga situation, it was a bit controversial. He got sent off after 5-10 minutes anyways. But it's like he tried to hit Wilf in his face. So that might have been a red card, but I understand why he booked Wilf as well due to his reaction. And I don't blame Wilf at all. I'm talking about Wilfried Zaha. All you guys that have been on his case saying, oh, Wilfried Zaha's finished. Oh, Wilfried Zaha can, he's not at it. He's not passionate anymore. Please put your apologies down in the comment section down below because this guy is on fire. I think Patrick Vieira said it after the game as well. All game long, Tottenham were literally kicking the guy. And yet again, he was not going down. Quick turns, quick passes, involved all game long. Like, Wilfried Zaha is going to be key to us. Even in games like this, he was involved massively. But even in games like West Ham, he was still key to us because so many teams focus on him. The difference was today, he just literally beat the 3-4 players and just ran past them and created many more opportunities. But we just dominated Tottenham. Like, as I said, I can't put it into words. I can't put it into words. I expected us to be good, but not this good. There was that situation. I think we had like about 62% possession, 18 shots, and Tottenham had 1 shot. We literally done a role reversal. If you said to me 3 to 4 months ago, 5 months ago, whenever we last played Tottenham, that we were going to have all this possession, we were going to have all these shots, and Tottenham we were going to have 1 shot, I'll tell you, what you smoking. Like, I'll just say, what are you smoking? There's no way that can happen. But of course, the players have played a massive impact as well. We already had quality in the side, and we added to it. You look at that bench today. That bench is like, you got Odson Edward there. You got Will Hughes there. You got Olise there. Talking about Edward. Oh, what a debut. Literally comes on with his first touch. Great finish. Another goal as well. With his second goal. Great finish once again. And that is what he does. That is what Odson Edward does. You give him the ball in the right areas, and he will deliver it to you. And we needed another option like that. Benteke is great. Don't get me wrong. I thought we had a decent game today as well. But we need a striker who's a different option to Benteke. Edward can play on his feet, whereas Benteke can as well, but not as good as Edward. And Edward is meant to be a better finisher than Benteke as well. So having them two in the same side and Patrick Vieira being able to change it up like that, taking off Benteke, putting on Edward, it just shows the quality of depth. And that goes down to Steve Parish and Dougie Friedman. Look, I'm talking about lots of other people at the same time. And as the same time as a game. As I said, I'm going to struggle with this. There's no denying that. Because there's so many thoughts in my head at the same time. I'm just trying to let them all out. But it goes down to Dougie Friedman and Steve Parish because they delivered as well. Olise came on. I didn't really see much of him. He came on for 5, 6 or 7 minutes. So one of them, he didn't play for a long time. But throughout the game, we dominated the league leaders. I think the red card was deserved as well for Tanganga. It was coming for him. Like, I don't know why you're going to make that challenge. It was ruthless, and he deserved that as well. But overall, I think even if you're a Tottenham fan watching this, I feel like now you understand what we mean by Patrick Vieira. This is what he can do. He is a manager that's going to grow with the club. Now, I'm not going to say, oh, we're going to go and finish European places. We might do. But I'm not saying that right now. But the level of progress that we've seen under Vieira in a short span of time is actually crazy, because I've been here as well talking about maybe it might take a season. We have to trust the process. But the process is on drugs right now. The process is just flying. It's been 4 or 5 games, and every game we've been improving. Do you know how far? Just to put things into perspective. Look at the Chelsea game and look how we played against them. And look at this game. Of course, Tottenham are no Chelsea. But you can see it. Like, from that game, after the Brentford game, the Watford game, the West Ham game, and now the Tottenham game, there's always been improvements. Now, I'm thinking, how much can you improve? Like, after today's performance, you can't really improve. You literally dominated the league leaders, a side that still had Harry Kane. Yes, they was missing Son and some other players as well, but they still had some quality players, and you dominated them. I think they were in for a shock. We were all in for a shock, so they must be in for a shock. I didn't expect this type of domination, but look, what a game. Now, Patrick Vieira's got one thing on his mind. He's like, how are you going to involve Eze when he comes back? That's another thing that's on my mind. How do you put Eze into the side? You got Conor Gallagher, you got Wilf. Great link-up play. Both of them two are going to be just great for us this season. Like, they're going to get the goals and assists. I have huge faith in Gallagher, as I've just raved on about him a couple of minutes ago. I have huge faith in Wilf. Them two are going to be great. But you got Eze coming back still. You still got Olise to come into the side. You got Raksaki, who's not even in the squads. Raksaki's not even in the squad, and I feel like he's ready to play first team football. Their attack is sorted. The midfield, we got Will Hughes there. Good, shout out to Luca as well. He came on today in the second half. I thought Checo Kouyaté didn't have a bad game. I haven't been a fan of his in this system, but Luca came on. I feel like he done a solid job. You got Vicente Guaizo. You didn't have to do anything today. But we've got quality throughout this side, and we can only go and get better than this. Look, I've talked about loads of things at the same time. Hope you guys understand me. You can see the excitement in my face as well. Hope you guys understand why my head's just all over the place, because I never imagined this type of result. Like, I never did. Patrick did from back of the nest. If you watch live Palace Focus, then you would know that he predicted a 3-0 win for Palace. But I didn't expect it. Forget about the result. I didn't expect this type of performance. And you have to give credit to the guys. You have to give credit to Wilf. You have to give credit to Patrick Vieira. You have to give credit to all the players out on the pitch. There's not one player that can say I could have had a better game. Not one. I feel like everyone done the job to perfection. We won the game. What a result. Let me know in the comment down section what you thought about the game and also what you think about the upcoming game against Liverpool. If you've enjoyed this, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Sorry about my crazy, I don't know, it's not even a rant, but just crazy splash of words basically at this point and just splashing my mind out to the screen. I couldn't compose myself. Hope you guys understand why I couldn't. But that's it for today with the Palace reaction. If you haven't already done so, you can go watch a live match reaction where Patrick and Stan talked about the game in more depth. But that's it for now. Until next time, up the Palace.